Hey everyone, thanks for listening to the Grow Your Life podcast. My name's Jeremiah Krakowski, and in this podcast we talk about ways for coaches, mentors, and trainers to grow in their life and in their business to make more money. Now, what I want to talk about today is something that, again, comes up all the time, people ask me for, and I like to do a refresher of often, is how to pick your niche or the topic that you want to build a product around. And it's because we have so many different things that we can do. And so what I want to do is I want to dive in real quick with you to give you my blueprint for figuring out what is the best niche for your coaching program, your membership, or your courses. Here's one of the first things that we want to decide is that if you have trouble making decisions as to what to pick, that's going to be one of your root issues. If you're worried about picking the wrong idea or it not working out the way that you want it to, that's what we need to address. I meet a lot of people where they have as many ideas as there are stars in the sky, and they struggle to be able to pick one idea, let alone decide if they should do anything. And so it's actually not that they can't come up with ideas. They don't know which one is the right path to do because they don't feel good enough about each idea that they go on. I struggle with the same thing. Even when I have to decide on what to record for this podcast, I'm like, okay, I could do this topic, I could do this topic, but at the end of the day, we got to just pick one idea, something to put out there. And generally, it's going to be whatever is the first thing that subconsciously in my intuition comes to the top of mind, or what is something that people have been asking me about, what is maybe something that I haven't talked about in a while. When it comes to your business, though, you might be like, well, I'm just starting out. I don't have a number of different things I talk about. So how can I pick one thing if I can do all of these things? Okay, understand this. Here's why we want to pick something for our marketing. Is because when we're marketing our business, people, they might be multidimensional, they might have all these different things that they can do, but without being consistent and specific, there's no direction that people can go in, and that turns into zero sales and zero results in our business. So when you're attracting people into your business, you want something that is specific for people to choose as a starting place to work with you. Now, you might say, well, are there better ideas than others? And I'm not sure which one is the best. And see, that's the hamster wheel loop that we get on, that we got to get off of. And we got to pick one idea, start from there, and then keep moving things forward. I can tell you this, is that the number one reason why a lot of coaches and mentors struggle is because they're not picking something. And they're worried about it not being right and them picking the wrong idea or missing out on opportunities. And that right there is something that we need to resolve inside of ourselves. And so I tell people this is, go for a walk, breathe through it. Calm your nervous system down and see what does your inner voice say as far as one of those ideas goes. Now, if you're struggling to hear any ideas or come up with any ideas, I love to use AI to help me with this. And so you can use ChatGPT, which you can get a free account with over at chatgpt.com, and start to brainstorm some ideas when it comes to niche. And if you're not doing this, you're really missing out because it's so good for you to be able to do this. And I'm going to show you why that is. So watch this. I am a coach who wants to start a coaching program. I'm in the health space. Can you give me 100 possible niches to start with to market a program in this space? Okay? I misspelled what I typed, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. And so what it's going to do is it's going to give us 20 different starting places in that health idea. Maybe you don't even know. You're like, well, I don't even know if I can do health. Okay, so here's what we want to do is we want to decide what are the areas that maybe you have expertise in. What do you know that might be better than somebody else, that you might know more than other people that are out there. There might be other people in the world today that they don't know as much as you about a certain topic, and usually it's going to be based on an area of experience or expertise that you've spent years and years and years on. I meet people all the time. They tell me I don't even have a niche or a topic, and then I talk to them. They've been doing the same thing in their career, like creating curriculum for schools for 40 years. And yet, for some reason, they think that's not marketable. And I'm like, hello, that's amazing. That's incredible. And so picking even one thing that you do have experience in, maybe you don't think it's important enough, but realize that the value that you have put in, the grind that you have put in to learn your expertise over the years is valuable to somebody else. And it's something that you can choose from. Now, here's the other thing, too. Maybe you're like, well, I don't want to do that because somebody else does that. Maybe you want to be original. You don't want to be like somebody else who's out there on the internet. Can I give you a little bit of a reality check here? Every single niche possible has been done by somebody else, and it's actually better to not try to find something that nobody has ever done. Period. And so it's okay that somebody else has done that. They're not you, and so you get to stand out because you are you. And so one of the other things that I encourage people to do is maybe pick the top 3 ideas. Maybe you want to help men with their mental health and physical fitness, and you want to do so in the form of a retreat or something like that. Literally, you could bring all of that together into your niche, and you could combine those into one package as far as that goes. Now listen, if you're still stuck, you have no idea what you could do, check this out. Here's another ChatGPT prompt that you could do. I want to start a coaching business and have no idea what I could do. Give me 100 ideas for niche or topic I could start with to brainstorm. Career coaching, leadership coaching, life coaching, business coaching, startup, small business, time management, health and fitness, relationship, marriage, parenting, academic, conflict resolution, investment coaching, creativity coaching, writing coaching, style coaching. And then you might be like, well, I want to make a membership. Okay, great. Awesome. Watch. Can you adjust these for a membership-based monthly program? Okay. Here's 100 niches for a monthly program. Career advancement membership, executive success membership, productivity membership, health and wellness club, relationship enrichment, academic success, stress-free living, debt management membership, personal branding, creativity, writing, YouTube growth, interior design, real estate. Okay, so you can see like there are ideas that you could pick something from these ideas and start with and run with as far as that goes, okay? Let's pick this one right here, travel enthusiast membership, okay? Take the niche, and this is something that I want you to do. By the way, once you pick an idea, you want to dive deeper into 100 subtopics, sub-niches, and generate 100 sub-niche subtopics around this topic, okay? Solo travel tips, couples travel guides, family travel, adventure travel, travel blogging, travel writing. See? So these are subcategories to any of the niches. So literally there's a potential just off of ChatGPT alone. If you find sub-niches from every single one of these, over 1,000 ideas that you could pick from, that you could choose, could be an idea for you to pick a niche from, okay? And so I would recommend playing around with ChatGPT and doing something like this. Traveling for yoga retreats. Can you find me 100 sub niches around? And you could literally go a third layer and you could find 10,000 or 100,000 ideas. I think it would be 100,000 ideas. Look at this. Each sub-niche could have its own sub-niches, okay, in specific areas of the world or things like that. This might be a little too sub-niche as far as this goes, but you could combine like a bunch of these into one. So this could be like the foundation of your program right here. That's the topic that you're going to do. So now map out a coaching program with 12 months of training modules based on, and then you can copy and paste the idea that it gives you, and then watch. It's going to map out 12 months of modules. Introduction, luxury and budget yoga retreats, specialized demographic retreats, thematic yoga retreats, wellness and healing, adventure activity, specific location. Okay, so the idea, it could be like a membership that you could host based around like yoga retreats or things like that. And you could literally break this down based on this. Watch this, okay? I want to coach women on pain-free birth. Give me 100 subtopics I could use, and then turn that into a 12-month program outline for a year-long coaching program. See, so if you're like, I don't have enough ideas to talk about, I guarantee you that using ChatGPT can unlock a bunch of ideas in your mind that you could use to be able to come up with idea, like this is an incredible amount of ideas related to birth and pregnancy right here. That could either be modules, mini trainings, YouTube videos, things like that. Okay, so if we go a little bit deeper, watch this. Okay, it's generating 100 of those. Now it's going to map out a 12-month program. Introduction, mind and body connection, stress management, breathing, natural pain management, parental care techniques, birth planning, birth environment, specific techniques, preparing physically. And some of you are like, I don't know what I would talk about in a presentation for an hour or a video or a training or a course. And right here, this gives you ideas based on that, okay? Turn this into a 8-module course based on the above, okay? And there you go. Understanding pain-free birth. Mind-body connection. So literally, like, based on just what, like 2 prompts in ChatGPT, you can come up with any idea, a year's worth of content, a starting place to choose from. Now, again, you're gonna have to make a decision. You're gonna have to decide. And if you're struggling to make a decision, again, those are gonna be more internal battles, internally in your mind, in your spirit, in your heart, that you're gonna wanna work through. And that's where we wanna find out, what are we trying to avoid? What do we not wanna happen? What are we afraid might go wrong? What risks are there? And really dive deeper into that as far as that goes. And so that's going to ultimately be, if you use these tactics to find your niche, and you still haven't decided, it's going to be something else subconsciously is why, and that's where we want to address and where we want to look. And ChatGPT can help you with that as well. Watch this. Check this out. I'm struggling to decide on a niche in my business. I have... Watch this. This is going to be great. I'm struggling to decide on a niche in my business. I have all the following ideas, but I'm struggling to pick one and get started. Act as an expert in helping people who struggle to decide from a mindset standpoint and give me some tactics. Here's my ideas below, and I can paste the ideas below. And then I can basically have it say, okay, strategies for choosing, clarity of vision, visualize the success, overcoming perfectionism, embrace imperfection, build confidence and trust yourself, start doing market research, find feedback and validate it, look at where your strengths and weaknesses and opportunities are, okay? Dive deep into what the market needs are, find an expert, find a coach that can help you with that, connect with other professionals in the space. Initial offering, maybe a condensed version of one module. List out the pros and cons. Prioritize based on impact and feasibility. Set a clear criteria. Make a timed decision to break out of analysis paralysis. And then, can you give me more insight on why I would have a fear of missing out, struggle to decide, or not making a decision based on mindset and mental health angle, okay? So watch this. Certainly, fear of missing out, struggle to make decisions, particularly in your niche, can be a reason for having high standards of perfection, fear of making mistakes. The sheer volume of information can be overwhelming. You have multiple interests. You don't want to have regret. You fear the uncertainty. Maybe you're comparing to others. You have self-doubt. You're too focused on the outcome. You're too attached to the outcome. Okay, so accept imperfection. Stay present in the moment. This is so powerful. Limit the amount of information you're taking in. Start to trust yourself more. Visualize more. Small steps, experimentation. Start journaling. Mindfulness. Cognitive behavioral techniques, such as psychology and mental health and things like that. Okay, and so this is great. And by the way, ChatGPT can help you with even a lot of the mental aspects of this. You can even say, act as an expert in the mental health aspect of the above and ask me some questions to dive deeper and give me a breakthrough, okay? And by the way, if you're a coach who helps other people with this type of stuff as well, you can even work with people through this type of stuff and ask these questions and even have ChatGPT help be a guide to you to help people. You know, these are questions to ask yourself. Why does a perfect decision look like? How realistic is this standard? How do you feel about when you make a mistake, or is it something that doesn't go as planned? How do you typically feel when faced with multiple decisions? What strategies have you found to break past overwhelm? What specific fears do you have about choosing the wrong niche? Can you recall a time where you made a decision and later regretted it, and how you handled that situation? So literally, like, ChatGPT can not only help you decide on your niche, but it can help you get to the root cause of why you're not making a decision. And if you can get to that root cause, and then you start to gain the courage to take action, to get the help, to get the support, to work with a trusted mentor like myself to help you move past that, and then start to take action, and you start to build your course, and you build your membership, and you build your coaching program to get the success that you want, you can become unstoppable and achieve what seems impossible is no longer impossible. And it's actually very tangible, realistic, and simple for you. And AI can be a powerful tool for breaking you out of that trap or that struggle of not knowing what decision to make. And I'm so thankful that we have it in our arsenal today. We didn't have this a couple years ago. And so now, like, the idea of struggling with niche no longer needs to be an issue when you have AI or you have mentors like myself to be able to guide you on these topics. Listen, if you listen to this podcast, maybe you're struggling with niche, or you're struggling to decide on how to pick a niche. Let me know in the comments below maybe what some of those reasons might be. And I'd love to comment back to you and maybe see if I can come up with some solutions as well. All right? Grow your life, everybody, and we'll talk soon. Have a good one.